Alrighty, good morning Twitch. My name's Alloy and welcome back to The Elder Scrolls Online. And it's been quite a while, once again. I don't play on this character very often as of late. What have I done? Played a lot of Ark again. Always Ark. Across all my other accounts, I've managed to bump up my CP to 860.
Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen Esti winter site.
Rachine's mantle? General Endare has another feather in her cap.
Not exactly. I heard she died recovering it. Must have been a really vicious frost troll.
You made certain the Khajiit will have a voice in Eldenroot. Thank you, Walker.
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. Tell her, Gomani.
Not to worry, citizen. This flea-bitten scoundrel will not trouble you. Jode's chariot will see to that.
Oh, this will be an interesting quest.
Thank the moons. As I was just explaining, that thief nearly ran us over. You chased after him. Please, tell this fine keeper of the peace what you saw. I am still sore from the last night I spent in the stocks.
What's going on here?
This honorable and, if I may say so, very sleek guard has mistaken me for a common sugar thief. Please, help me clear up this misunderstanding. Hush, Gomani, if you don't have anything constructive to say, don't say anything.
We'll see.
Surely this scoundrel is lying. I chased him here on my own two legs. He was only out of sight for a flick of the tail. Of course not. There was no other thief. Not that it matters. Our sticky-fingered friend here has already stashed the moon sugar he stole. I don't suppose you saw where.
When I arrived, he was as you see him.
Then my paws are tied. No evidence means no theft, even if Chandra is 3 months' worth of moon sugar poorer. In any case, thank you. Jode's chariot appreciates your honesty.
Jode's chariot?
We keep the peace here in Redfur, making it safe for traders on their way to and from Eldenroot. We spend most of our time catching thieves.
What do you do with them?
Return what they stole and put them in the stocks to think about what they've done. We don't hold them for long, but they usually get the message, or become better thieves.
Why aren't the penalties harsher?
Honestly, thieves are good for business. They keep the market fluid and stop too much wealth from accumulating in one place. Until recently, Shanra would rather deal with thieves than with Thalmor bureaucrats.
Until recently?
A reputation for being easy on thieves tends to attract thieves. The newer thieves don't give back to the people. They leave town and take their stolen goods with them. That's no good for anyone. Shanra may have to step in.
Shanra?
He leads the Redfur trading coster. Every merchant who passes through Redfur pays him a small stipend to conduct business here. They expect a certain amount of protection from thieves in return. Jode's chariot maintains order in his name.
I gotta get a mic that's good at not picking up background noise. Sounds like the darn thing was flying over my roof.
Well, that was surprising. At least she is gone now, right, Gomani? That was a clever approach, telling that guard the truth. She wasn't expecting that, was she?
Did you really steal the moon sugar?
Steal? I guess that's one way of looking at it. Let's say I circumvented the market. I found the price the merchant was charging unacceptable, so I set my own.
I don't think the merchant would see it that way.
What does the merchant have to complain about? His belly is full. If they are not fed, Gomani and her sisters become most unruly. Were it not for the hollow moon, they would have eaten me whole when I arrived in Redfur.
The hollow moon.
Some call them thieves, but that's such an impolite term. The Hollow Moon's work is charitable by nature. They procure things for people who can't afford them, yes? Here, take this token to the ruined temple and see for yourself.
What will you do now?
Gobani and I know when we have outstayed our welcome, yes? A night in the stocks might not be as bad as losing a paw, but all the same.
Right.
Welcome to Redford Trading Post. How can I assist you with your import and export needs?
I'm looking for a lost shipment?
I can track it down for you. What was its intended destination?
Wait. Journal, quest.
Welcome to Redford Trading Post. How can I assist you with your import and export needs?
I'm looking for a lost shipment.
I can track it down for you. What was its intended destination?
I don't remember the name now. God, it's been too long since I did the quest.
Ah, that crate. I checked it myself. It was making some sort of odd noise. A chirping, if I recall. It's clearly contaminated, so we threw it out in the garbage heap for disposal. It's not worth the risk to our couriers, you understand.
Where is it now?
Out in the back with other impounded shipments waiting to be destroyed. You can pick it up if you want to assume the risk, but I cannot guarantee your safety. However, it is one less thing for me to deal with, so feel free to pick it up.
I'll look for the shipment.
If the shipment isn't destroyed already, it'll be in a pile near the waterfall.
Right. That was pleasant. Yeah, there's a lot of side quests in this area. I'll try to do them as I stumble upon them, like I normally do.
I have to get her back. She's all I have left. I pray you can help me, good traveller. They have her, and I'm desperate.
What's the problem?
My daughter, Laracel. Bandits took her, and I don't have the money to pay the ransom. I don't know what to do.
Did you tell the guards?
No, it's no use. The guards are in league with the brigands, paid off. Please, no one else will help me.
I'll help. Where should I look?
I believe they're keeping my daughter in a nearby camp. You have to help her.
This is going to be one of those stories where the parent would never agree to the relationship, so they made up some story and to cover their what was it, the running away of whoever is the party that. Oh, why the fuck is there a freaking Kwama in this thing? Okay. Not trying to do this in any form of order is gonna be fun. Well, there's the camp. And oh no, let's redeem the token.
Pardon my saying so, but You were obviously doing well for yourself. What brought you here?
Cindertail gave me this Hollow Moon token.
I'm surprised he had one left to hand out. Apologies, I should explain. Our agents give these to the infirm, so their need is not questioned when they petition us for aid. Cindertail was very liberal with his tokens.
Cindertail was working for you?
We thought his Sench tigers would be useful to have around, guard duty and such, but between his tiger's sugar habit and his handing out Hollow Moon tokens like candy, he practically emptied out our stores.
Is there anything I could do to help?
Can you lift coin from a rich man's pocket without getting your hand stuck in it? Then talk to Valir upstairs. He might have something for you.
Doing something naughty. I'm gonna come back with, I'm gonna come back with another, person of talent.
Oh, you again. What do you need?
I found the shipment. It was infested with Kwama.
Why did you come back here with it? I thought I made it clear I don't want that stuff around here. Our business is concluded.
Well, alrighty then. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna come back with a particularly talented friend of mine. I imagine she would be hanging out at the Mages Guild.
Over here, Initiate.
Oh, Ember!
I'm here! Lucky you.
Yes, yes indeed. I apologize for pulling you away from your studies. I might need someone of your talent for this next op.
Vadi sent you? She thinks perhaps you can do work for us. Who are you to know so little, yet offer so much?
I've heard that you help the less fortunate.
Maybe you are less interested when you hear what we do? You are familiar with the custom of property ownership, yes? I have a thing. It is mine. You take it, it is still mine, yes? Why? Because I did not give it to you.
I am.
And if you are starving, and use what you took to feed your belly, is it still mine? No. Whatever you stole, food, money to buy food, silks to trade for food, it is inconsequential next to saving you from death.
You're a thief.
You think we should work for our bread, yes? But many can't work. They're injured, sick, or just too hungry. The Hollow Moon gives them what they need. Perhaps we're wrong to steal, but if the world were a more virtuous place, we wouldn't need to.
What do the merchants think of your charity?
Many of them appreciate what we do. Sometimes a merchant falls on hard times. His stock is poor, or the price of sugar is too high. Then he needs us too, yes? But what about you? Are you still interested in helping the Hollow Moon?
I'll help however I can, but I'm not going to steal for you. Or am I?
Of course, of course. Now, I was hoping you could assist me with a rather delicate matter that has presented itself.
What's wrong?
Shanra, leader of the merchants here, has threatened to call in the Thalmor. This is a problem. Jode's chariot understands that we provide a valuable service. The Thalmor is unlikely to agree. We need to change Shanra's mind.
Do you have something in mind?
This place was not always a trading post. It was built upon a tomb, whose gauntlet of traps have kept it sealed for generations. If the stories are true, it holds untold riches. We can use them to persuade Shanra to leave us be.
How do we get in?
There lies the trouble, yes? The only known entrance to the tomb is within Jode's hall. The place is teeming with guards. We will need their cooperation to gain entry to the tomb.
What do you need me to do?
Go to Jode's Hall and speak to Tulaira. If I am right, she is no happier about Shanra's decision than we are. Once you are inside, you must retrieve what treasure you can and return to me here.
I'll do it.
Thank you, my friend. While many have attempted the tomb's gauntlet of traps, none have returned to tell the tale. There are many dangers ahead of you. Be careful.
Why do you think Tulaira will help us?
If Shanra calls in the Thalmor, that's the end of Jode's chariot. They won't be necessary any longer. Besides, Jode's chariot has always respected what we do, even if they do arrest us from time to time.
Okay. I'm not even certain where the main quest is anymore. Alright, but before I go anywhere, slowly but surely, clean out the backlog of quests here, and then...
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen winter site.
She's waiting.
General Endare has another feather in her cap.
Not exactly.
I'm sorry, we can't chat for long. I'm waiting for someone.
Valir sent me to meet with you.
Truly. You were so honest about Cindertail. I would not have expected you to associate with the Hollow Moon. Such is life, I suppose. Valir's messenger said he had a plan. You play some part in it, I expect?
He wants me to enter the tomb.
Is he mad? Why would he ask for such a thing? He knows the danger.
He believes it to be the only way to change Shanra's mind about the Thalmor.
Yes, I see. The treasure of Anabi could certainly be persuasive. It may be our only chance of keeping the Thalmor out of our affairs. I'll give you the key, but please, be careful. I don't want your death on my hands.
Believe me, I've got more than 9 lives to spare. Well, that wasn't so bad. Ouch. I suppose I could have dove through that. I suppose this is the trap that kills everybody. So am I supposed to just avoid the fucking anything that could... I don't think I fully understand the thing. And with another guy here actively working on it, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Didn't think the Khajiit were into mummification. But haven't done much of the Elsewhere DLC, so I wouldn't know any better.
They've gone to see Shanra. If you hurry, you might catch them.
Oh, convenient that just leaves.
Lara and Valier working together. Punabi, did you ever think we would see this day?
No, Shanra.
Come now, smile. Only good can come of such an auspicious alliance.
You are wise to say so, Shanra.
Such flattery. Tell me, why have you called me here?
We have a gift for you, Shanra, to show our appreciation and solidify our friendship. And I believe it has just arrived. My friend, if you would do the honors.
Shanra is honored. Tell me, what have you brought? Spices? Gemstones, perhaps?
The treasure of Anabi.
Wherever did you get this marvelous gem?
The tomb of Anabi.
Legend has it that Joan was struck by a bolt of light. For but a second, she turned from her twin, and overtaken by sadness, shed a single tear. Jode brushed it from her cheek, and it fell to the desert below. Joan's tear, such a beautiful gem.
Is it true?
Of course not. A fanciful tale. This jewel was cut from a Varla stone by Azesas, greatest jeweler of the first era. But it's a good story, isn't it? And will fetch a fine price. You do your friends credit. Such a prize deserves a fine reward.
What might that be?
I thought you might have something in mind, seeing as you went through all the trouble of procuring this precious jewel. Name your price.
Don't call in the Thalmor. Allow the Hollow Moon to continue its operations in Redfur.
Ah, clever and loyal. A rare combination. Very well. I prefer not to have the Thalmor looking over my shoulder anyhow. Instead, we will invest in Jode's chariot. Our coffers still need guarding, yes?
What do you mean?
As the Hollow Moon waxes, it is only fair that we balance the scales. We will invest significant capital in bolstering our esteemed protectors. Otherwise, we might find ourselves waiting in one of Valier's famous lines, no?
Fair enough.
My good friend, you have done so much for us and asked so little in return. If all my agents were so skilled and selfless, we might bring our services to the world.
Glad to be of service.
With Shanra appeased, we will continue to do what we do best. While I am sure Jode's chariot will try to stop us, they will never blot us out entirely, no? Thank you, my friend. We would not be here without your help.
Pleasure. Right. That was quick, and that was a POI taken care of. Let's go hit the main quest. Maybe the main quest will take us towards that village in the long run. What even happened? Why am I... So why do I even need to go to Redfur? I don't know.
Are you here to help me? Please, hurry.
Oh, it's a natural.
Quickly, untie me. They could be back at any moment. Nello sent another poor bleeding heart, boys. Get in here.
Oh.
From the sides!
Man, I was actually kind of hopeful. Wait. Nope. Shaking down another tripled our weekly take. He has a good eye for saps with full purpose. If he wants to keep that eye, he'll send more of them our way. Well, let me at least discover this if I can. But if I do, there's no way back up, so I'll do it before I head back to the Rockwood. I still hope one of these quests will send me this way. Things are always kind of sus when they say they don't go to the guards, but...
What are you doing here? Why aren't you saving my daughter?
You set me up to be robbed.
Wait, you don't understand. They made me do it. I mean, yes, they gave me a cut of their takings, but what choice did I have? They threatened to rob me of everything I own.
I'm taking you to the authorities.
Anything you say. Of course, I never spent a single coin from what the bandits gave me. I couldn't stand to. I'd happily give it all to you if you'd let this go. Please?
I'll think about it. Let's go.
Think long and hard. It'll be worth your while, and I'll never deal with those bandits again, I promise. You don't have to turn me in. Just take me out back, and I'll give you everything in my stash.
Looking at it from this perspective, let's see if you try to backstab me first. Oh, it's in his house. Is it?
Here it is, just as promised. All right, a deal is a deal. You won't see me again.
Thank you. Now get out of here.
Thank you for looking past this little indiscretion of mine. I promise it won't happen again. For what it's worth, I'm truly sorry for the pain I caused.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I was hoping there was a way for me to take the... Just say, no, the hell with it, go. Leave. Don't do shit like this again. but no such luck. There we go. Man, one thing, it's another.
I'm gonna show off.
This is gonna make for an interesting quest or something. There's a bunch of whatchamacallits here, a bunch of blood fiends. Is this a town or is this a it's the only one I haven't discovered yet. Well, I discovered it now. Ain't that, is it? Oh, it is.
Amazing to think you've been my trusty courier. Did you have an exciting trip?
I found your lost shipment in Redford Trading Post.
Was it the import taxes again? I thought I paid those weeks ago. I was hoping that would hasten the process. My client is not exactly a patient woman, and I do not wish to upset her.
It was confiscated for public safety.
What? Why? This is incredible. It's just common mushrooms and kwama jelly from Stonefalls. Nothing too exotic. Did you examine it? Does it seem dangerous?
When I picked it up, I was attacked by a kwama.
Kwama? No, this is no good. I don't need that here with all my other fragile shipments. Look, can you run this out to Alex right away? She'll have your payment. And try not to stare at her. She's easily distracted.
Right. So where is that? It's another point.
Try not to fall off.
It's another point of interest in the area. Not a point of interest. A viewpoint. No lore book here? That's a surprise. Or maybe I found it already. It wouldn't surprise me. My first character when I didn't know any better. I was always oh, there's a lore book here. It was always a bit messy. I mean, going from point to point, trying to meet up with friends and adventure together when we all spawned in different places because of one reason or another. I started in Northern Elsewhere because I bought that chapter. A friend of mine ended up in Vardenfell because of that. And the one dude that had the base game ended up in I forget where he ended up, but we had to do a lot of like fast traveling around just to do stuff. And obviously, doing one quest wouldn't complete for everybody, so. But that's why my Ebonheart character's got, well, it's cleaned up now, but that's why she's got shrines and world bosses and things completed all over the darn place, and I don't even remember going there for any quest or anything like that. Okay. Ah.
You reek of Kwama juices. Why don't you come inside and spend some time with your Granny Alex? I'll have a hearty, chunky brain stew ready soon. Or do you like it spongy and raw?
Are you expecting a shipment from Enthoris?
What? Oh, from that netch scab Enthoris? It's late. It's so very late. I've resorted to eating troll brains and maggot soup, and my potions have lost their delectable fetid flavor already.
Does that mean you don't want it?
Of course I want it. Just pour it in the stew there, and if anything escapes, feel free to gobble it up as a tip. If you want, you can spend time with your old Granny Alex while the eggs pop and ooze into the sauce.
Well, I suppose if, well, that was short. Didn't have time to tell my amusing anecdote.
You didn't drop a single one. I'm impressed. Come to think of it, I have been needing an apprentice.
And Thoris said you'd pay me on delivery.
Huh? Don't care to keep company with your old Granny Alex? Or is it the smell of the boiling Kwama? A little too heady for your delicate sensibilities? Oh well, I'll enjoy it all for myself. I always do. Why are you still here? You like what you see, hmm? Want to spend time with your old Granny Alex, eh?
Yeah, no. I'm out. Never really. I'm gonna pick this viewpoint up too. Never really had that sort of.
I would have never seen anything like this if I'd stayed at Tor Dreyok.
Had that sort of creepy relative thing, but somehow she gave me that kind of vibe. Anyway. So, I still know where that is, but I think I'm good with most of the side quests, so time to head back to Groktwood. And, I know I can probably...
love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
I know Isabelle would have wandered off to the local.
Proxy, fate has plucked you from the flotsam of chaos for this specific moment.
Oh, speaking of, I've actually pre-purchased the Necrom DLC. Yes, I know, dumb move, but that is partially why I started streaming this again. The hope is to finish this zone. I mean, story-wise, I'm pretty much I'm 2 quests away from finishing the story. I'd like to put some time, finish the zone right, and then jump into the DLC again and spend another, like I did with most of. I did with High Isle and what was the other one? Oh, tip of my tongue. What's this place called? Ordon. Oh, and is it me? I think I see Isabelle over there. Hey Ember, you want to hang out at the Mages Guild? I'll meet you later.
Where will our adventures take us today?
Audience with the king.
You have done what has not been done in centuries. All the parts of the orrery have been placed within the chamber, and Dareneth awaits us below. I must admit to being more than a little excited. I've never seen the orrery operational.
What else remains?
Not much. You've done extraordinary work, and just in time for Queen Iren's arrival. Imagine the chance to see the orrery operate. Conservator Dareneth is preparing Queen Irene as we speak.
Well, hoping Raz is there. They're gonna make this interesting. There might be some assassins out to do some backstabbing. What next?
We should really head in there and get started. The ratification ceremony isn't going to perform itself after all. And from what I understand, Conservator Dareneth wanted to speak with you personally.
I'll meet Conservator Dareneth at the orrery. What just happened? Guess some players have to do something illegal. When in the service of royalty, one should always bring someone along who at least knows some sort of custom of etiquette, especially when I myself am not well versed in it.
Preposterous! I'm an Aldmeri Vice-Reeve, an assistant to Prince Naemon himself. Why am I barred from the ceremony?
The orrery hasn't been activated in a millennia. It might work splendidly, yes. Or it might explode. But I'll speak with Dareneth if you insist on being present.
Upon consideration, I suppose I could wait by the door to call for help, should anything go wrong.
Yep. Pompous and no backbone. I almost somehow the moment I saw it could explode. Anyway.
Little brother, you shouldn't be here for this. Dareneth warned us of the dangers.
I won't turn my back on family. My place is in your shadow, as it has always been.
I know this can't be easy for you.
On the contrary, today the Dominion shall see why a High Elf is fit to lead all of Tamriel.
I used to despise your certainty, but today it's reassuring, oddly enough.
Apology accepted. An Ayleid artifact supposedly touched by the gods will proclaim my sister worthy of becoming the Empress of Tamriel. But this changes little. There are those who will always question her right to rule.
Are you among them?
Prince Naemon says you're to thank for ensuring the ratification ceremony will happen without delay.
It was no trouble, Your Majesty.
Nonsense. It was a great deal of trouble. It's not something one forgets, especially when one is a queen.
You know, Queen Irene seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
I mean, she has traveled the world. A bit more worldly than most royalty. But then again, it's...
I'll make sure everyone clears out, as you requested. But you don't need to be here, Your Highness.
I used to sneak in here as a child and climb through the orrery's rungs. Do you think I'd pass up on the chance to see what it actually does? But have no fear, I want you at the outer door.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down.
You never do.
The orrery seems like a fancy device. I hope it works. And if it doesn't, I trust you'll keep the king safe. He's usually not so reckless.
You're starting to doubt me now, my friend, if I can call you that. Well, it's always right to err on the side of caution. Your Highness?
How exciting. The orrery has done nothing but spin for generations. To think, I'll be the king who sees it work again.
Okay.
Strange to see you after South Point. Not bad, just strange. But no matter. I can hardly believe we're about to breathe some life into this old girl. And before you ask, yes, I'm speaking of the orrery.
Are you ready to begin?
Almost. You recovered the pieces needed for the orrery's activation, so it's only fair you're here to put them in place. So, I should be the one to ask. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. The first thing you'll need is to take up Rachin's mantle. A god's hands move the orrery, goes the translation. But that's a load of force lock. You simply need to be in 3 places at once. Rachin's mantle should allow for that.
Is it safe? Rachin's mantle drove General Andare mad.
Oh, you'll be all right. That overly earnest fellow from the Mages Guild. Braylor, was it? He assured me you'd be safe if you wore it for no longer than 90 minutes. Or was it 9? No matter. The ceremony will take 5 minutes. Maybe 6.
Well, that's reassuring. Alright, give me Rachin's mantle.
Approach the pillars beyond the orrery itself. You must activate each in turn while keeping one thought in mind. When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place. From what I understand, it should do the rest.
One thought in mind, huh? Okay.
So, this pile of moss and rubble determines the next emperor?
The orrery is ancient. Show some respect.
Oh, please don't blow up, 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 please don't blow up.
Nearly there, Your Majesties, Your Highness. That's it. It's working. It's actually working.
What next?
Here, take hold of the heart of a numeral. Place it in the pillar next to our royal observers. That should do it.
Do what exactly?
Awaken the orrery, whatever that truly means. But have no fear. This contrivance allows me to manipulate its energies. This means I can keep Queen Ayrenn safe when she steps inside. Now go. Place the heart of a numeral. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
Alrighty then. Find a better view of it. Oh, come on. Lawn mowing now.
The Ayleid death trap will tell us if we have an emperor in our midst. Truly a momentous day.
Naaman, now is not the time.
Ayrenn, there's always time to protect you from yourself. For how could I let you risk your life in this contraption without testing it first, dear sister?
When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place.
It's incredible! I can see the white gold tower! No!
What's happening to me? No! You tricked me, sister! Vermin! All of you!
Never yield!
I'll kill you all!
Why did I almost expect that to happen?
The tower is fading.
Naaman, what were you thinking?
Are you alright, Your Majesty?
Why?
Alright, hopefully that muffles the noise a bit. It's gonna heat up in this room real quick. Anyway, I had little choice, Your Majesty.
What? No, Why would Naaman do this? I made him a part of what we were building. Tried to show him this is about more than just our people. I would have all of Tamriel be our people.
What did the orrery do to him?
What the legend says. It revealed the person within. As it will do to me.
What do you mean?
Do you think I have a choice in this? I will enter the orrery as I swore to the people of the Aldmeri Dominion. I must learn whether I'm fit to lead them. And if I'm not...
Your Majesty?
If I'm changed, as my brother was, I can't become a danger to the people I've sworn to lead. Do you understand me?
I understand, Your Majesty.
I must not delay. I'm myself, aren't I?
It appears so, Your Majesty. What did you see in the orrery?
A dominion of peace. The fair and just rule of Tamriel, beneath an Aldmeri banner. A future I hope to build. And you, standing at my side. Come, help me build the future.
As you command.
I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother did. As far as I'm concerned, he died trying to help me, not usurp my throne.
What now?
The Staff of Magnus.
What do you mean? What is the Staff of Magnus?
A powerful object with the ability to suppress magic. Dangerous were it to fall into the wrong hands. Luckily, we already possess it. Go to Marbrook in Eastern Greenshade. Speak to Captain Sarandel about securing the staff. I'll follow soon after.
I'll secure the staff, Your Highness.
We heard sounds of battle. What happened?
There was an accident. My brother gave his life to protect us. He died a hero.
I don't...
I will soon go to Marbrook. Vicereeve Peladil, I want you to travel ahead with my brother's body. You will make the funeral arrangements.
Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. I understand.
Spare no expense for his funeral. All in the Dominion are welcome. All may pay their respects to a hero.
At once, Your Majesty.
What happened to Prince Naaman was a tragedy. I hope that sounds believable. I'll be saying it for the rest of my days.
I had my doubts about Queen Ayrenn. Not after today. Travel well, my friend.
Alright. So that is this storyline done. It's quick.
Is this really happening?
I don't know what you mean.
You must have seen. You arrived near the end of it.
The Queen says her brother died a hero, so that's what I saw.
Do all you Vine Dusk Rangers...
I don't want to think of the outcome had you not been here. You kept the king safe. You will always be welcome among the Vine Dusk Rangers.
Thank you.
Perhaps you're right.
Yeah. I expected him to try to stab her in the back while they were in that room. I'm not entirely sure what his goal was, but I also expected her to have like some angelic like look to her when she spawned back, like, you know, like shadow wings, like the angels from Supernatural, but oh well. Alright. With that said and done, I guess all I could do for the rest of the stream is just finish up my quest log.
Each time we approach the Enclave, I get a little bit excited. Do you feel the same way?
The Dread Lady described you well. Come and speak with me.
Huh. There's the suppose with this being the dungeon of the place, I guess I should get it taken care of.
Hey, how'd you like to help a person in need?
What do I need to do to get this one done?
The feral beast ruined everything. I don't know how the Bosmer survive out in the wilderness like this. Like living in a war without purpose. Savages.
Well, what's the problem?
I was part of a research expedition sent to investigate the ruins of Root Sunder, an Ultima city swallowed by the jungle centuries ago. I took a short leave to retrieve supplies, and when I got back, the ruins were swarming with wild animals.
You want me to rescue the researchers?
What? No, they're dead. What I need is their journals. Each researcher kept notes on their finds. If I can get the journals to Eldenroot, the expedition isn't a complete waste. But I won't risk going in there. Would be safer running off a cliff.
I'll see what I can find.
It's surprising to get help from a stranger out here. Thank you. 3 journals should be enough. Knowing the horse and dogs that live out here, I mean that literally, I'm assuming at least one was eaten or defecated on.
What's so special about Root Sunder?
This city was part of an early colonization attempt. The jungle was infamous for being untamable, but our best minds took that as a challenge. The story goes they built a sprawling metropolis, and then it vanished, never to be seen.
So you think this is Root Sunder?
Honestly, who knows? Root Sunder has been a ghost story for centuries. There may have never been a real Root Sunder, but this certainly looks like a lost city. And if it will get my name in published papers, I'll swear it's Root Sunder all day.
Don't know what I think of her character, but quest is a quest. Alrighty. Looks to be a fairly simple dungeon.
Over here! Have you come to help me?
Help you with what?
So you didn't come to help? I'm trapped in a lower chamber. Only thing I could do was use the Welkin stones here to project my being through these ruins. Wait for assistance. The door to my freedom won't budge.
Where is this door?
Follow the path east until you find the central chamber, marked by the large Welkin stone growths. You'll find the door there.
I'll find you.
Please, hurry. I'm not sure how long I can survive down here.
Alright. Leave no stone unturned. Try to find every last champion in this place.
Nobody's going to believe this story.
I hear a Nirnroot. Oh, I see a Nirnroot.
Good quality there.
Okay. Oh, joy. Like I don't have this antique a million times over. Ready? Okay.
On my honor!
Nothing tied to anything important in that corner. She's guarding a, what the hell do you call those things? A, runestone, or enchanting rune node.
Another find for your pack.
Okay. How am I doing with that? There's 3 more, followed by another, 6 set of... Followed by the, by that other, by the so-called public event, which I'm guessing is in this back corner. That person's got a point. And the bodies of elves aren't here. But with all of these Sench tigers around, I guess those,
The door is there, to the west.
I guess the Spriggans is what keeps everyone, all these animals alive? Aberrant.
Side by side.
I suppose it's the beauty of playing games on days where the average person doesn't have time, because public dungeons are empty, which means I don't have to sit around and wait for anything. Okay. Where is my... Where are the people? Someone slowly lost his mind. God, that finisher lightning explosion is real powerful. Bone Colossus, Stone Astronaut. Alright, that's that taken care of. Yeah, group event. What a joke. Oh, there's a chest here. It's not that... Okay. that taken care of. Only got one more quest to do before I can get the hell out of here.
Just a little bit further.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Oh. Can see where that was headed. They were using magic to, It's actually an interesting way of building, but manipulating nature on such a scale, Mother Nature's gonna bite back.
It will be over soon.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
What's with all the Spriggan bosses guarding Runestone? Okay. I believe I am missing a boss. Yeah, I'm missing a boss.
Apologies, Flesh Thing. Theodore is long dead. We took his form to bring you here.
Anything good?
Right. Okay.
You sought Theodore's attunement stone?
You seek to free us? Don't waste your energy. Here you will stay. Here our roots will drink your blood. You will die as Theodore did, and we will drink you as well.
What'd I tell you?
You delay the inevitable.
Okay, I appear to have missed the boss. Where's my phone? There it is. Let me just quickly pull up the map so if I need to, I can... Well, I have to go through here anyway, so... Somehow I was in the middle of that...
The elf things rooted us here, so we ended them, consumed them. You seek to free us with the attunement stone? Don't bother. We don't covet freedom. We covet your flesh. Grind your skin and bones between the rocks to take them. You cannot run from us, flesh thing. Everywhere you go, we are there.
Makes you wonder if freeing this thing is the right way to go.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Do you still seek to free us with Sidor's stone? We already told you. We don't need your kindness. It comes ages too late. And if you think we won't flay you when we're free, we believe sharp laughter is the way your kind would respond. This is unpleasant. Our mind feels pulled apart.
Ah, that could be helpful.
This light reminds us of the sun. Warmth like the sun's. We are free of the elf thing's prison. We apologize for what we tried to do. We were mad with hunger, unable to nourish ourselves within the walls. We were not ourselves. The air feeds us now.
Who are you?
We are the jungle. We were trapped in a city of stone by the elf things, unable to drink from the sun. But you have freed us. Even now the green calls us back to the fold. We will do what we can to atone. We thank you. All that we can do, all that we can become, now that we are free, is halting. We do not know where to begin.
What will you do next? What happened to Surdar and the others?
We would return them if we could. But in our captivity, in our desperate famine, we consumed them. They will never be forgotten. Every fiber we took from them, we remember. In your honor and theirs, we will never take from flesh things again.
What will you do next?
Return to the green. We could lose ourselves in the wind, or kindle in the sun, or join the rivers and wash away. But we are slow to choose.
Okay. map said that there's a ramp. Oh, there is a ramp. Last one on the list.
Still standing. Be proud of that.
Somehow I doubt that was gonna be a shortcut out of here. Oh, this is nice. Now that you freed it, everything is calm. That's atypical of dungeons in this place. How do I emote? He could handle it. I knew he could handle it. It didn't look like he was taking that much damage.
Oh, you're back. So you weren't eaten by lions then. Good. Did you have any luck with the journals?
I've recovered 3 journals.
Oh, excellent. Let me see. Oh my, look at this gibberish. Driven insane by ancient ruins. This is a gold mine. The pseudo-intellectuals of Elden Root love this stuff. The commentary volumes alone will keep me employed for years to come.
Right.
I didn't think you could get more powerful.
Yeah. All of her fellow researchers are dead, but she's worried about her name in the paper. But I suppose a little bit of fame means she could actually keep from starving. Well, anyway, before we continue, let me look at this memento. Well, on the wager that later became the Warden's more plant-based magic. Hello.
Please enjoy our attractions. I'm terribly sorry they're so limited at the moment.
What's the problem?
I convinced my performers to come here, to spread high elf culture in these lands. Bring a little piece of Somerset to Grotwood, you see? But the train bugs are sick, our magician supplies are missing, and our storytellers' stories fell flat.
Isn't there anything you can do about it?
None of us know the area well enough to resolve these matters. Now we're a carnival, with nothing but a fortune teller. Huzzah! I'd gladly pay the coin provided by the Somerset Cultural Expansion Council to anyone who would help us put on the show.
I'll see what I can do.
My performers can best explain their setbacks. Connor is our bug trainer, Norian, our storyteller, and Vindare the Magnificent is, well, she's magnificent. I have to describe her that way. It's in her contract.
I'll ask what they need to perform. Suppose this is a point of interest I've gotten myself roped into. There's a dolmen active in the area. Make my way there post haste. Well. Finally. Targeting in this game has always been a problem. I'm out of match.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
There we go.
Many Dremora serve Dagon, but these serve me.
Oh, that was...
I want revenge. I want your submission.
You're never gonna get it.
All around us, and only our valor carry the day. What a tale.
Alright, that's that dolmen taken care of. Is that the last one I needed, or did I hit him? It seems like I hit them all in another character. Probably helping a friend do something.
Here we go.
Alrighty. Really curious where this last shrine is. Alright. I'm thinking I'm gonna ride for that shrine, and then I'm gonna make my way back to the carnival, and that's what I'm gonna do to start off the next part. Once I mop up this, I might do some work around one of the Thieves Guild or something. A couple of extra points with Ember. It's just some activities to keep my I should really work on the two storylines, Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood. How many more lore books do I have to go? And how am I doing with the skill line? I could probably... I believe I have to be at least Mage's Guild rank 5 in order to finish the whole storyline, so... I might do that. Once I'm done with this zone, if there's still time in between, I'm just gonna start finishing up a bunch of all the guild storylines, if time permitting. Alrighty. Done the world bosses here as well.
I can keep going.
I gotta get better armor for Isabel. Glad I'm not on my vampire build. I'm spending so much more of my magic trying to keep myself alive, let alone keeping Isabella standing. There we go.
Value appraisal.
There we go. Alrighty, now that's taken care of. What's that? Looks like it's another thing. Trying my darndest to complete the zone. Great, once again they're starting to mow the lawns out back. But I think this would be a good time to just cut it anyway. So once I finish this, I'll make my way back to where the thing is up there. I have no idea to get up there. Alright, that's a stone discovered. And now to ride like hell, or ride like the wind, back to, this is probably gonna kill me. Sweet, I can go back to Ocean. Which I can then use, actually I'll use this one. Straighter path looks like. Now which gate am I trying to use to get out of here? Seems like that anyone. I believe this is the way through. But once I make it there, I pick up the sky shard that's also there.
I've heard tell of your devout work at the holy site of Turinano. Divines bless you.
Oh, it's level 4. Just off, I can't remember what island it was. But, I would say just off the boat. Particularly polite of the Strangler just to let me finish my thing before, Alright. So here I am, back at the carnival grounds. I will pull Isabelle back out. Actually gotta repair my gear as well.
Good to see your face again.
Alrighty. Twitch, I appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell your friends. Been Alloway, signing off.